Salutations! Welcome to another episode of RWBY Review with your friend Mookies. Buckle up, strap in, and notify your next of kin, because this is going to be a fucking doozy of an episode. Let's get to it. They really emphasize Pietro's cough a lot, and you know what that means in fiction. Any character shown to be consistently sick is likely to die by the end of the series, if not the season. It's very unlikely that they're sick for the sake of it. Though, if that's the case, and it subverts those trope expectations, then that's quite interesting of its own merit. Penny's ability to convey her doubts to her father without being reprimanded or made to feel lesser for it is something I envy. My own dad would sooner kill me than let me speak my own mind. I was clearly mistaken when I said that Maria was unlikely to get much dialogue past the first episode. I was basing this off her appearance, or lack thereof, in Volume 7, and I'm pleasantly surprised that they find time for her to not only talk, but also fight, though that's coming up later in this episode. Ah yes, let me explain our plan to the audience the way it should go, because it most certainly is not going to end up that way trope. Is it a trope? It is now.
Don't you think Penny has had enough people telling her what to do?
Yes, Maria, thank you. Please speak up for her to your old friend, age pun notwithstanding. Penny's humanity and agency are key focuses of this volume, and her character arc in general, so it's nice to see someone reinforce that yet again, that Penny should be allowed to make her own choices. Penny's small little smile giving way to her sorrowful look broke my heart just a little bit. Okay, a lot of bit. I didn't pick this up until the judgmental critter pointed this out, but she's right. The reason Maria was the first to react was because of her preflex's semblance. I still maintain that's the coolest fuck name for a semblance, but also not that unique in terms of everyone's reflexes are pretty on point. See Neo keeping up with Maria despite Maria's semblance. I also really love that her weapons were named Life and Death, and that she herself was called the Grim Reaper. It was super clever. Everything about Maria's character design was absolutely top notch. Anyways, using her preflexes here to show Cinder and her gaggle of bad bitches' arrival was a nice subtle touch. Well done, RWBY. Neo tipping her hat like, "You're fucking welcome, bitch," was also something I missed the first time around, but damn if it wasn't a nice little background moment. I like that they set up the abandoned dust mine back in Volume 7 and had their time within it, but now it's back to serve another purpose. I love callbacks and reveals that show that something we thought was a one and done type thing actually had another use and was going to come back. We just didn't know it yet. God, Ironwood is so fucking thick. I love it. He's so fucking brawny. And that beard and face. Damn you, RWBY. You had no reason to make Ironwood that completed daddy. Cinder talking about Penny being a tool to be used, dehumanizing her and invalidating her agency and humanity is highly ironic, given Cinder's own predicament at Salem's puppet, and sacrificed part of her own humanity for power. We learn why next episode, which is one of my favorite episodes, and one of the episodes that made me the maddest in this entire series. I wonder why Cinder's blades didn't explode like they did back in Volume 7. That was a really nice use of her ability to have a ranged weapon that and also be able to detonate it. I thought it'd be super useful for her to do the same to Penny again here. Let Maria say bitch, and let RWBY say fuck. Also, isn't it interesting that Maria isn't allowed to say it? But Tyrion was all the way back in Volume 4. Neo slamming into Maria and cutting her off was hilarious though, I will admit. Why would Maria be so wary of Emerald? Like, it's obvious Emerald's doing something, but she has no reason to assume it's related to why Neo disappeared. Then again, she has no reason not to assume such. So maybe it's just her warrior's experience, allowing her to deduce quickly what the fuck is going on. Also, the RWBY characters have ridiculously good eyesight, especially Maria, whose eyes shouldn't be that good to begin with. Remember the scene back in Volume 3 when RWBY spotted Emerald half a stadium away? Like, that was really weird, eyesight-wise. Also, why would Emerald let up the illusion right before Neo hit Maria? That just gives Maria time to react. For a second, I thought Neo was giving Emerald a thumbs up for the assist, but she was actually just slinging her umbrella hush across her shoulders. Would have been nice if it was a thumbs up though. Love that villainous teamwork. Neo really does have the perfect semblance to accommodate her disability of being mute. I really do adore overactive imagination. Remember how I said detailing the plan only ever results in it not going to plan? Booyaka. This fight/chase scene between Cinder and Penny is animated so beautifully. I really like that we can see the sky and the stars outside. Don't ask why, but I just have a capital T thing for when characters use their weapons to swing themselves around to attack. We saw it here with Cinder versus Raven, and again with Cinder versus Penny. I just really like it. Yes, 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 oh my god, yes, Midnight. Not the original, of course, and one likely made of mid magic, but my absolute favorite weapon is Cinder's because it turns from dual swords into a bow and arrow, and I'm a slut for archery. Cinder used to use her archery skills more regularly in earlier volumes, so to see it make a brief appearance again delighted the desiccated cockles of my withered old heart. I absolutely love bows and arrows, and we haven't seen Cinder use it since Volume 3. You love to see it, and so do I. Cinder's rage and lust for power, specifically the maiden power, has shown her become sloppier and far less coordinated or calculated than she was before. Prior to getting the maiden power, she was cool, calm, and calculating, striking with precision, and utilize her machinations to get her way and attain power. Now she just goes for brute force, and she's failed miserably each and every time. You can see a moment of realization when Cinder realizes not only is she being led on a wild goose chase like an idiot by Penny, but that the thing Penny cares about, Amity, is left unguarded and undefended, and instead of playing catch-up and the second fiddle to Penny's plot, Cinder can turn this around and go on the offensive and make Penny do the scurrying for once. I miss old Cinder, when she was clever and conniving, as opposed to this character who just rage breathes and smirks a lot. Not that Volume 1 to 3 Cinder didn't smirk a lot too. I love Maria's cackle and Neo's frustration due to Maria countering her because of her preflexes. It's nice to see Neo, who usually curb stomps or at least handily defeats her opponents, shown struggling for once. She even later loses, though she had Maria dead to rights thanks to interference from Penny. I really like Neo, she's definitely a fave, but if Cinder keeps getting her ass whooped time and again, I think we can spare some pummeling for Neo too. That was a really awkward way for Neo to recover, like it looked incredibly unnatural. I do adore the look of unbridled rage on her face though. She's usually calm and indifferent or derisive, so seeing Maria get under her skin was a joy to watch. Maria definitely won round 2 of her fight with Neo. I consider Neo beating Maria out of the mech suit round 1. Yes, Cinder, use your head. Good. Destroy what Penny cares about. Force her hand and make her have to compensate, and strike while you have the advantage you created. Good. This is the Cinder I know and love.
Why are you doing this? Why serve someone like Salem?
I don't serve anyone!
Ooh, Cinder. I really hope Salem can't hear you through that grim arm somehow. Pietro witnessing his daughter's power for the first time is an interesting moment, looking at all that she can do. I bet he never expected this when he first made her, when she was in her Volumes 1 to 3 incarnation. Cinder's lust for power has her hyperventilating, like, she's really gone off the deep end. Gone is the calm, suave, in-charge Cinder. Now she's becoming a mindless beast for power, and you hate to see it. Love her using her semblance scorching caress on Penny though. It's a really nice semblance and I adored it a lot. Penny's terrified screams broke my heart a little more too. 2 cracks at my heart in one day. I just can't take much more of this. Where the hell has Emerald been though? She told Neo come on a while ago, when Neo stayed to fight Maria. What had Emerald been doing that entire time? The stretchiness of Cinder's grim arm allowing her to maintain a grip on Penny even when her body was forcibly shoved off was a really nice touch. Neo had Maria dead to rights, but Penny interfered like I said earlier, and that humbling I wanted Neo to take, that was beautifully delivered here. I laughed so fucking hard when I first watched the episode, seeing Neo thunk against the plane and slam face first into the ground. If she didn't have her aura, the girl would be dead. It was quite comical how it happened so quickly. Neo did win round 3 of her fight with Maria though. I'm counting that a win for her. Interference from Penny notwithstanding. Penny's dancing-like movements for her fighting will always be my favorite fighting style. It's so elegant and graceful and I adore it so much. It makes me think back to Volume 3 when she first started her fight against Pyrrha, and those beautiful smooth moves she did in order to direct and control her sword's floating array. Really glad they maintained that and remembered that's how she fights. I also like the callback to Volume 3 where Emerald did this exact same trick on Pyrrha, which cost Penny her life. Penny wasn't about to be fooled so easily, so her singling out the real Cinder by her heat signature was incredibly clever of her, and a very nice solution to illusory problems she might face. Speaking of, how do you cast illusions on a robot? How does that work? Clearly, Penny must have a mind since she's sentient. Does that mean she has a robot brain? How does her mind work with that? Is it just electrical communication the way a lot of our body is? Let me know what you think about this. I'm a little bit stumped on it. That scream of utter agony Cinder did was absolutely heart-wrenching. It hurt to hear. Excellent work, Jessica Negri. A++. Emerald, you silly little lesbian. I hope you realize the extent of your feelings for Cinder and what you need to do. Penny looks absolutely feral, and I love it.
I know, I can't beat you. But I can fill that thing full of holes before you take me down.
Oh look, my heart breaking a 3rd time. This is it. 3 for 3, my heart is in shambles. Please, RWBY, leave me be to put my heart together in peace. Thank you very much. Penny feeling sorry and empathetic with Emerald is so heartbreaking. I don't know why. The finality, the resignment with which Emerald says she's willing to lay down her life to protect Cinder, and Penny's recognition that even an enemy of hers like Cinder has loved ones, or at least ones that love her, is fucking me up so bad right now. They're really pushing that Neo hates to be ordered around ungratefully thing. There's no way this isn't going to pay off at a later point in Volume 8, or maybe even later, but hopefully Volume 8.
I don't care about the big picture. I care about my daughter. I lost you before. And you're asking me to go through that again? No. I want the chance to watch you live your life.
Jesus fucking Christ, RWBY. Let up. Stop trying to kill me with the feels.
But Dad, I am trying to.
Right.
Where the fuck is Taylor McNee's Oscar? Where? The soft music playing. I hope it's Penny's leitmotif or theme song or something. Like a music box lullaby. The fond look on Penny's face. Her looking up at the night sky and stars and moon and resigning herself to her fate, whatever it may be. Just fucking kill me now. RWBY's already trying their hand at it. I don't want them to have the satisfaction. When has slamming a fist on a keyboard ever actually successfully resulted in an activation button being hit? I know it's an animation choice, but it's a stupid one I see everywhere. I just really hate it. It's like so stupid.
You're a huntress.
Well, I want to be a huntress.
Hi. My name is Ruby Rose. I'm a huntress.
You'll love to see it. You'll love to see RWBY become what she always wanted to be and achieve her dream. Even though now it's feeling more like a nightmare, but that's another story for another day. I love montages where there's a speech and characters from all over the world, including ones we know and love, are shown listening to it. I eat that right on up. It's like kryptonite for me. I love it so much. How'd she get here so fast? Clearly an asset reuse, but still funny. We finally get to see Glinda Goodwitch again? Holy shit! She's been finally rendered in Maya. I love her. She's hands down one of my top 3 favorite characters, probably along with Cinder in either Sun, or Penny, or Weiss, or Marrow. Fuck, I can't decide. Point is, I love Professor Glinda Goodwitch so much. Her design is absolutely beautiful and she's amazing. I really hope RWBY manages to get Kathleen Zelch back to voice her again, and if they do, I will die of fucking happiness. Also, Shopkeep is back and he's aware of the situation, so Salem's time is clearly running out. The all-powerful Shopkeep will single-handedly end her, probably in a single blow, and I almost feel sorry for Salem. Now, Shopkeep is on her case. Sorry if this is a weird thing to say, but Jason Rose has such a sexy voice for Ironwood, and I literally can't stop listening to it. Give him more lines of dialogue, please. Harriet continues to be worst girl. Why does she get to turn off the TV when she's had enough, when everyone else might have wanted to keep hearing what's going on? Fuck you, Harriet. Hot-headed asshole. I can't wait for her comeuppance. And also note how Marrow was smiling when RWBY's message was playing. He wanted this to happen. He was rooting for them. They are really leaning into the redemption arc for Marrow, or rather, defection arc for Marrow, since Marrow hasn't done really anything that he needs to be redeemed for. Interesting how Elm immediately looked to Marrow, and Harriet did as well. My boy schooled his face into a frown hella quick though. Why does Salem look like this is exactly what she wanted? I'm intrigued and also worried. Love how RWBY points out the truth. Salem's caution being a direct result of her cognizance that she isn't unbeatable. She's immortal, sure, but immortality, like strength, doesn't guarantee victory. RWBY's 100% right, and a clear, actual reason that makes sense being articulated to prove that Salem can be beaten is a joy to see. I almost didn't expect them to address that, but they did, and I'm so happy for it. RIP to RWBY's no upskirt panty shot rule, 2013 to 2020. I always really appreciated that about RWBY in a world full of animes that sexualize young children and especially girls, so I really hope that this doesn't become a regular thing.
You can't give up.
Fuck me.
Penny, what's going on out there?
I do not know!
Fuck me.
Tower will help bring us all together. Because in the end, that's how we'll win.
No, come back.
Zwei is clearly a therapy dog.
Penny, you've done enough, sweetheart. Get back inside. We can ride out on Amity together.
I have to go! The bolt! No! Dad!
Penny, what is happening?
Thanks, Ruby. Just fuck you. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Again, where the fuck is Taylor McNeed's Oscar, her Emmy, her Tony, her Grammy, her Ruby? Me too, Pietro. Me too. Oh no, Watts has some tech on him. That can't be good. A river of Grim. That also can't be good. You know what else isn't good? The episode ending. But next week's episode is even better because it's finally time for something we've been waiting for since Volume 1. A lot happened this episode. I'm still reeling from so much of it, but I'm really looking forward to the next one. That's where some shit really pops off. I'll see you then, okay? Until then, take care, friend.